I'm Shailey and that's Sunishka. We are undergraduate first year students at Flame University, and we'll be introducing you to Fiverr, a website that helps you make money through freelancing, along with Canva, that's famously known as a platform to create designs. I hope you have fun with us.
So, what is Fiverr? Fiverr is basically a platform where you, as a freelancer, can sell your services to the sellers. It's a great platform where you can advertise your gigs and it can be of any type. For example, graphic design or digital marketing or any sort of thing, even for video and animation or writing. This is the search bar. This is the entire top part, and this is my account, which is right now in the buying mode. So I'm viewing it as a customer. Programming and tech and all these kind of things are available to you as a person who can sell their services if you have that talent. And these are all the types of services that are already very popular, and as you can see, they get in a lot of revenue, and they also get rated, through which customers are able to see which ones are the best services right now. So now on the search bar, I'm going to type Canva, and you can see that these are the top rated Canva services, which are all priced at a very high range, even though it's just Canva, which is such an easy platform. So why does it become such a valuable service? That's because a lot of people need their work to be outsourced and they don't have the time to make design pieces for their projects. So that's where you step in and you help your clients to get the best for their businesses, the best designs, the best social media posts or projects, whatever it is that you want to make with Canva. Some of these are rated at 5 stars, some of these are priced at around 5,000 rupees or even more than that. That only depends on how much you're offering to your client and how much you can promise them in a set amount of time. If you look at this post, it's called Fiverr's Choice because it's one of the top rated services that's being sold. And as you can see, there's a huge price range between all of these posts. So yes, you can start humble or you can start great, depending on how confident you are in your skills. As you can see, this is how the users are advertising their templates. They're showing them pre-existing work, a sample of their designs. So that's how you attract customers. You already have to give them proof that you can deliver with your Canva projects. So now I'll switch to my selling account. And here, as you can see, this is just a beginner's account. I have not done any orders at the moment. And everything is at 100% because no orders are being taken, so nothing's being recorded. But yeah, if you have a selling account, this is how it's going to look like. And yeah, there are many tutorials that you can always get from Fiverr if you don't know where to start. This is not the only tutorial video. This is just an overview. So if you go to gigs, um, you have to create a new gig when you're beginning, and creating a new gig means creating your first service and how it's going to look like. So I have made one which is called Design Literally Anything using Canva, but I'll show you how to make it from scratch. Currently, there is no data on this gig because it's not an active gig. So now I have named this as I will design literally anything using Canva. It does sound a little bit informal, but a lot of sellers use this and it's a great strategy. But you can also say I will design any project using Canva, or if it's social media, you can just say that it's for social media. Categories, graphics and design. Here you can choose a particular design if it's just for emails or presentations. As you see, there are suggested subcategories as well, so you can find your own niche. Now here I've given search tags. I'm removing them again, but basically you will be typing in only 5 tags maximum, which means the one which can advertise your services the best. So I'm obviously going to use Canva. I'll use social media and infographics because these are the 2 projects I can deliver, as well as e-projects. And then I put graphic design. And that's all the opportunity you get to really put your projects across. Now I've saved this and I come to scope and pricing. So you can offer 3 types of packages to your customer: basic, standard, premium. Over here, I've given, also you can turn this option off. But if it's on, you might want to say 1 to 5 pages or posts, or 5 to 15 pages or projects, or multiple pages for this project. And over here, I've also given information of how much will I be giving them. Will I be giving them shareable links? Will I give them files? And how much the delivery time is going to take. If it's basic, you'll have 2 days. But if you're looking for a premium one, I might want to take more time with my client. Revisions means how many times you're going to revisit the project with your client and how many changes you're willing to make on different occasions. So for premium, I'll do it thrice. For basic, I'll only do it once, and then my responsibility is over. Same way, I've given the price at $5, $10, $20. And yeah, you can totally price it at even more, because this is a thing that many times sellers are undervaluing themselves and working more than what they're getting paid for. So if you had extra services like extra fast delivery, you can be like, if you give me $10 more, I'll do this 3 days earlier or something like that. And yeah, additional revision is something that customers love. So you want to put that. I've saved this. Now I go to the most important part, which is the description, where you are verbally communicating exactly what's going on. I've already put it out, and I've given them a guarantee that my work is going to be professional. It's going to be easy on the eyes. I will revise it to your tastes and needs. So this is a way of communicating to them that you are reliable. If you have good grammar, if you have a decent amount of information that you're giving to your client in the description, they can be like, okay, I can trust this designer. I know that they're not going to make a mess out of the task I'm giving them. And you can also add a FAQ. Let's say you're a really popular seller, then you might want to have an FAQ where you already give them answers to questions buyers have already asked you. So now you will ask your client questions when you are giving them services. So you might want to ask what type of project design, what type of color scheme do they want. This is something that they will immediately read as soon as they ask for your service. So they can give it to you, and you don't have to do extra communication for that. They can just fill it out like a form. Now you want to showcase your services. Like we said earlier, you want to have maximum, you can only put 3 previous designs. So here I've put one. The first design basically shows how I've advertised it. It's like a cover design for my service. The second two are works. And you can also put works separately in documents like PDFs. Once I agree to the terms and services, I'm going to save and continue. And the next page that shows up is basically the monetary requirements page, where they're going to find out about your tax information and your PAN card information. That's how you become a verified seller on Fiverr. And once Fiverr understands the tax requirements of your country, it will be able to extract some of the money from your revenues, because Fiverr itself needs to make money. So you will be sharing whatever profits you're getting with Fiverr, but it will be a reasonable percentage. So here I fill out my name, country, choose the city. Yes, I am. And as you can see, it instantly asks me for, am I registered for India's GST? What is my PAN number? What is my TCS under GST tax category? All of this you have to fill out on your own. And if you are a minor, I highly recommend first talking to a parent about this. But yeah, if you're a college student, by now you must be having a PAN number and you can use it and go on. Also, earlier, it shows a V9 form, which is for the US tax requirements. This did not come for my account because I've already said that I'm not a US resident. But if you are, you might want to check that out. So I can't save the changes right now since I've not filled it out. But once I do, I will be able to publish my gig. I can also, at any moment throughout this entire journey, I can just save it or save and preview it to see. So right now I've saved this gig. It's not out there yet, but as you can see, this is how it looks like. This is how my looks like next to it. This is the cover page where I tell them all the types of projects I'm going to give them. This is all sample posts in the second one. This is how my description looks like now. all of it looks very neat. On the side, you can see about my own bio down there, and then you can see the pages I'm offering, the packages I'm offering. Its total price is right now at 3,000 in the premium package, 2,000 at standard, and 1,000 at basic. And all of it is just what the client is going to see. They can decide at a glance which one of the services they want from me. Now, if you go to analytics, this is where you will be monitoring how much you're earning, your average selling price, your orders that you were able to complete. This is how you can track your profits from Fiverr and how you are doing as a seller. And that's about it. Now, if we're going to move on to Canva designs.
This is how the main page looks like once you've logged in. You could simply create a design. You need not worry about the dimensions, as you can already see they're taken care of over here. Or if you're feeling lazy, you could just choose from one of these templates. And customize. Suppose I'm done using this template. I just click on home. There you go. It's already saved. You need not press save every time you make a small little change. Canva takes care of that. You can view all the designs you've created over here. There are a bunch of features that Canva gives you. If you don't feel as handy and you think you'll need some help with Canva, there are great tutorials. They're a minute long and they're really fun to watch. I'll now take you through some designs that are created using Canva. This is a project that I made using this flyer, change it into this. I used a bunch of elements over here. The background you can see are the grid lines. Could shorten them, could make it as long as like. So line element over here. This one has the coin element. It's just about exploring. The more you explore, the more you learn. We've got all kinds of charts, frames, grids, even audio. Here's a logo that I designed. Started off with this, and all of these are the elements that are present already in Canva. This is a poster that goes on an Instagram story. As you can see, it's been cut out in a way that I can directly post it on my story without worrying about it getting cut off. Here you can browse all kinds of elements you'd like. Here you can upload the pictures if you want any specific ones. Headings, subheadings. There are pre-existing fonts, so you can always customize them. There's photos, backgrounds, charts, styles. The more you explore, the more you learn with Canva. That's about it.
Coming to Canva, this is one of my Instagram story process, how I made an Instagram story for my college. So as you can see, I already picked out an existing template and I basically played around the elements and I figured out how I want the story to look like. So as you can see, this is right now a grouped element, and I was just wondering if I'll ungroup it, how it will look like. I took another template, did the same thing, and I realized that I want my story template to look like Polaroids. So that's what I'm going with. Now, what you can do is you can change the color of the Polaroids, you can change the color of the background, you can insert an image. This is how the final thing looked like, which is much different from earlier. But that's because I added design elements in the background. As you can see, the background image is not actually a single image. It's basically a color that I put in the background and then a bunch of design elements on it, as you can see in the corners that I'm selecting. And yeah, now here what you can do is if you want to take an existing template, but you want it to look different, all you have to do is go on styles and then click the different color and font combinations, which are already there. So that's why on Canva, even if you are taking an existing template, you can still make it look original because you have thousands of ways that you can combine and put colors and fonts. So each one of them will look different. Now coming to an Instagram post. This is a post I already made. A lot of elements, right? As you can see, this little India, cute little Indian flag, I got it from Elements again. I just searched Indian flag and I got that Indian flag, put it right there on a search bar, which was also an element, and the text on it was obviously added separately. Over here, you might want to notice that a lot of times texts don't go with the background image, and you want the text to be readable. So I search for a rectangle now. I put it there and I adjust it to the text bar all around it. Still, it's really standing out. So I go to opacity and I adjust it just enough so that you can still see the background image, but your text is also visible. Here, this graph is also from Elements. You just search graphs and you can adjust the values. Same with salary checker, which actually is two texts imposed on each other for the 3D effect. Again, if you're going on styles, you can change the color combinations all over and it's a new post again. So you never have to worry about posts getting redundant in Canva. But now I'll just undo all of it. This is a newsletter that I also made. I won't be going into too much explanation, but basically every design piece here is a different element. So you can see that just making one page looks good has a lot of background hidden elements to it. And it's all about that, where you have to put even the lesser obvious designs in the text or behind the text, and you can make it look very lively and bright. And that's how you make a good design on Canva and impress your clients.